In the quiet of a school chapel, prayers were whispered. Children smiled. And then, the unthinkable happened. Today, we bring you a heartbreaking story from Minneapolis, a story that has shaken not just one community, but the entire nation. 2 children gone. 17 injured. And a question that haunts us all, why? Stay with me as we walk through what happened, who was behind it, and how an entire nation is responding to one of the darkest mornings in Minnesota's history. It was just before 8:30 a.m. at Annunciation Catholic School. The first week of school had barely begun. Children were gathered for morning mass, laughing with friends, unaware their lives were about to change forever. Without warning, a man outside the church opened fire through the windows. Screams filled the sacred halls. Teachers shouted for kids to take cover. 2 children, a boy and a girl, ages 8 and 10, lost their lives as they sat in the pews. 17 others were injured, 14 of them children, and 3 elderly parishioners in their 80s. First responders rushed in within minutes, preventing an even greater tragedy. What happened in those few minutes will haunt Minneapolis for years to come. Authorities identified the shooter as 23-year-old Robin Westman. He was armed with a rifle, shotgun, and pistol, all legally purchased. Moments after the attack, he turned the gun on himself. But the question remains, why? Investigators found a handwritten manifesto and disturbing online videos, revealing an obsession with previous mass shooters. The FBI is now investigating if this was a hate crime targeting Catholics or an act of domestic terrorism. It's a disturbing reminder that sometimes, the warning signs are there, but we fail to see them until it's too late. The aftermath was pure chaos. Parents sprinting to the school. Children sobbing, clutching teachers. Sirens piercing the morning air. But amidst the horror, heroes emerged. Teachers shielding students with their own bodies. Parishioners helping the wounded out of the pews. First responders rushing into the unknown. Police Chief Brian O'Hara called it absolutely incomprehensible. The mayor, Jacob Fry, fought back tears and said, "Children were praying, and they were shot." Those words will echo in Minneapolis for years. And they should echo across the entire nation. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz called it heartbreaking, ordering flags to half-staff until August 31st. Former President Donald Trump called for prayers, while Democratic leaders renewed calls for stricter gun laws. This tragedy has reignited a painful debate in America: why are these attacks happening more often? Why can't children be safe in schools and places of worship? Shockingly, this was the 4th shooting in Minneapolis in just 24 hours. It underscores the urgency of a national conversation we cannot afford to ignore. 2 children will never return home. 17 others face years of physical and emotional recovery. Families are shattered. A community is broken. But out of pain comes resolve. Vigils are being held across the country. Donations are pouring in. Strangers are uniting in love and grief. We must remember their names. We must learn from their loss. And we must ask ourselves, how many more tragedies before something changes? If you believe these stories must be told and justice must be pursued, share this video. Leave your thoughts below. And most importantly, hold your loved ones a little tighter tonight.